Alright, so I just got to a Savers. I've never heard of Savers, but it's a thrift store near where I live. And I'm gonna check out their book selection, see what they have. So yeah, let's go inside. So Savers was pretty good with their book selection. They just have a lot of very old books. Like, they're pretty well loved. I couldn't film while I was in there because there's a lot of people and I didn't want them to see me film anything. Like, there was a lot of people in there. Like, it was super busy. But I think I'm probably gonna go to another like place to look for books, but probably like an actual bookstore, not like a thrift store, and see if I can find anything else. I got 2 books. I got Fahrenheit 451. There's people walking by. I don't want them to see me filming. I got Fahrenheit 451, and I got the play Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. So Fahrenheit 451 is a good book, and that's one of the books that got damaged from the storage unit. So I'm happy that I found that, and it's in pretty good condition. Like, it's pretty similar to the condition that I had my book in. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, I'm pretty sure I've seen the film, like the black and white one. I think it was black and white. I don't know if I've ever read the play. I know I read a few like famous plays in high school when I did dual enrollment, and my English comp class, because we had to like write essays on like the plays and stories we read. But yeah, I think even though there's other books that I saw that I kind of wanted to get, there's one that I grabbed but then I put it back. I wasn't really feeling it. But yeah, so let's go to the next place. And I'm new here in this state and I still need a GPS, so I'm not gonna film while I'm driving because I need that GPS. So I'll see you when I get there. I didn't find anything in that bookstore. I mean, I found books that like I have on my TBR on Goodreads, but I'm trying to first find books like used at like thrift stores, and that wasn't like a used bookstore or anything. So they were full price and a little expensive. But I think I'm just gonna go home now and chill at home. Probably try to finish reading Happy Place by Emily Henry because I have not finished it and I got in a weird book slump in the middle of reading it. So I've been on that book for like over a month now, or maybe like a month, even though I read books pretty quickly. So we'll see. I'm gonna head home now. I'll be home in like probably 20-30 minutes, so I'll see you then. All right, so I'm back home. It wasn't the most successful book buying day, mainly because a lot of the stores that I wanted to go to were closed today, and a lot of them, since they're like smaller, like family owned, I guess, they only operate like a couple days out of the week, and a lot of them were closed today, and some of them only are open on weekends. So I'll definitely see about going tomorrow and looking for more books. I did buy 2 books. I did find 2 of them. One of them was a book that I'm trying to replace, or I wanted to replace, which is Fahrenheit 451, and the other book was just a book I found there that I have heard of before, and I was like, oh, you know, why not? It's a play. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow, if I do go, or maybe Saturday, the other stores that are closed right now will be open and everything, and I'll be able to find more books. Right now, I'm going to edit my welcome video, so this will kind of be like, in a sense, out of order, kind of. But yeah, so I'm wearing the same clothes that I'm wearing in my welcome video because I'm doing it all the same day. So yeah. So it's the next day and I'm planning on going to 3 different bookstores today. Only thing is, it's raining and it's cold, and it feels like such a cozy day to just be inside and read. But I really had planned on going to a few different bookstores today, so I think I'm still gonna do that. And all these bookstores I'm going to are used bookstores. So I'm excited about that, you know, get some books on discount and stuff. So we'll see. One of the bookstores opens at 11, so I'm gonna go to that one first. It is just a little past 10:30. And then there's one that opens at 12, so I'll go to that one after I've spent some time at that first one. And then there's one that's closest to my house that opens at 1. So that's perfect because after, you know, being out for a few hours, and I'll just be able to go home after that. But yeah, that is my plan. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready because I am still in my PJs. I'm wearing my Grinch pajama pants right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, and then I'll probably meet you in the car. Okay, so I'm done getting ready. I'm gonna start making my way to the first bookstore, but I mean, I had coffee like early this morning. I want more coffee and I'm hungry, so I'm probably gonna stop at Dunkin' to get coffee and food. So I just got to the first bookstore and I'm really excited about this one, so I'm not gonna make this clip very long. Let's go inside. So I just left the bookstore. I was there a lot longer than what I had planned. It was pretty small, but there's a lot of books. I wanted to make sure that like I was thorough enough. I did get 2 books. I mainly got the second book because I think they had a $5 like minimum for like buying books and everything. And one of the books that I got, that one was only like $3.95, so I had to get another one. Which the other one was only $1.95. But yeah, I just got gas because my tank was low. And the next bookstore I'm going to is 40 minutes going back towards my apartment. So I'm cutting out one of the bookstores just because I stayed at this one a lot longer. And I got to it later than I had planned because once I got done getting ready, what's it called? I did a few chores and kind of tidied up around the apartment before I left just to like feel better about, you know, leaving the apartment kind of messy. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna be heading to that bookstore now. Again, it's a 40-minute drive. I don't know how to get there without a GPS, so I'll see you when I get there. I just got to the bookstore, but I'm leaving because I didn't even get to go inside. So on Apple Maps, it shows that they're open 1 to 3 on Fridays, but on their actual website, they're only open Saturdays and Sundays. So they're not even open today. But there's a nice older woman who came out there. It's a very strange like plaza. Like there's like different doors and they're all like labeled with a different letter, like different units. And she's a part of a flea market, which is closer to the, okay, this person's turning very slow. And she owns a flea market that's in that same plaza, and she was telling me that, she was very sweet. She was just telling me that he's only open on Saturdays and Sundays, but she said that she's like, oh, I pray and hope that you do come back though. He's a great man. It's such a nice bookstore. So I'm definitely coming back tomorrow to check it out. And I let her know, I'm like, oh, I'll definitely be back tomorrow. And she's like, okay, thank you so much. So very sweet lady. Sucks that they were closed, but I'm just gonna go to Walmart and just look at their book section, see what they have. I kind of want to get True Beauty because I read it when it was on Webtoon a few years ago, before Webtoon updated their whole system that you can only read like 1 chapter a day. Back when Webtoon, you could read as many books and as many chapters as you wanted every single day. The only thing you had to pay for was getting a pass to read the next chapter early. Like that was the only thing that like you really had to pay for. But I've been watching the Korean drama these past few days, and it's bringing to memory some of the things from the comic. It was years ago. It was when I was in college, so I really don't remember too much. But I want to get the physical copies of it because I think that would be really fun to have that, because I was enjoying it while I was reading it. So I'll look to see if I find that there. I didn't find True Beauty. I did see other comic books like Lore Olympus and like other ones like that, and like manga in a separate section from the books. So I like stopped and I was like, oh my gosh, is it here? But it was not. And I looked through all the books and I did not find it, but that's fine. But I did find this book, The Midnight Library. Now I have heard of it. I'm not on Book Talk like I don't get really videos of books and stuff on my For You page, so I don't know if it blew up on there or not, but I have heard about this book. I haven't really heard if people liked it or not, so I'm kind of going into this blind in a sense, but yeah, I hope I like it. The premise of it sounds really good. But yeah, I'm gonna head home now because I have to use the bathroom and I'm getting hungry. So I'm back home. I got 3 books today from going out book shopping and everything. None of them are from the list of the books that I want to replace from the storage unit. That's okay. I'm gonna get new books to my add new books to my collection anyway. I saw a few books there that were on the list, but they weren't books that I really want to get. Like 1984 by George Orwell is one that I really want replaced. A book that has the whole collection of poems and short stories of Edgar Allan Poe is another one. And then there's a few others. But yeah, the other books that I saw there I didn't want them enough to buy them. I was like, I can get them another time. I want to spend right now time getting the ones I really want. But yeah, I think I'm gonna read Happy Place or finish it. I have nothing against it. It's just, since I was in a reading slump again in the middle of the book, I almost don't want to finish it, even though it was good. I was enjoying it. What I had read in the book, what I had read so far was good, and I had read all of that in a few days. And I was speeding through the book, but then I don't know, I just got in a weird book slump and I just didn't keep reading it. And I know that's probably gonna affect my overall rating of the book. It's definitely not 5 stars. Even as I was reading it before my book slump, it wasn't gonna be a 5-star for me. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that and keep reading it. I'll come back when I am done with the book, which I really don't have a lot left. I have it in my purse here. Look at that. I have such a little bit left. So I can definitely finish that in a sitting, but I'm gonna try to do that now, finish the book. And then Akatar, that's the book I want to read next, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I want to start that series. I might not read the full series back to back. I'll probably read the first book, read a different book, then go back and read the second book, just so I'm not overdoing it with fantasy. Especially, I'm not the biggest fantasy books aren't my first choice when it comes to reading, but I hear it's really good, and I hear it's like a loose retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and I absolutely love Beauty and the Beast. That is my favorite princess. So I'm excited to read it, and that's been the book that I've been wanting to read for months now, but I'm I had all these other books that I was reading, and then I'm in the middle of this one. I've been wanting to read it, but I need to finish this first. I don't want to start off another book and not have the previous book done. But yeah, I'm gonna do that now. It's 2:20 in the morning. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm very tired. I did not finish reading Happy Place. I was dozing off while I was trying to read it, but I will continue reading it tomorrow. I'm also gonna go to that one bookstore that was closed today. Hopefully I can find some books there. And yeah, I'm going to bed. There was moments I was reading the book and I was like dozing off, and I had to reread certain parts because I was like, wait, what was I reading? I'm really tired. I didn't get to film at the bookstore, but I did like it a lot. And I'm thinking, since they're only open weekends, I'm thinking maybe going tomorrow after I get out of church. Plus I was with my husband today when we went to the bookstore, and we didn't get to stay long because it started pouring rain. And we wanted to just leave and get back home because it was pouring rain. But yeah, I like that one a lot more than the other ones. This one had a good mix of old books and like newer, more recent books. It's not like the other ones where the other bookstores I went to, they had a lot of like much older books, and they didn't have too many newer ones that I was looking for. And I did get to buy 2 books, so I'm excited about that. And I'll probably do like a little haul of all the books that I got. I think that would be good. I almost forgot to mention the books that I got from the bookstore that I went to today. So I found a really cool copy of 1984, which is one of my favorite books. Very old, but it looks really cool. The other book I got, one of the books that got damaged was a collection, like a complete collection of Edgar Allan Poe's poems and stories. And I found this one. It's not the whole thing. It's 18 Best Stories by Edgar Allan Poe, but it's still really cool to have. So another older looking book, but I'm really excited. I'm planning on my next video being like a reading vlog, possibly of ACOTAR. If not, it'll probably be a video of my book haul, the few books that I got while shopping this week at the different bookstores. So I think that'll be fun, just showing off the different books. That might be really short, so if anything, I'll also include a book tour of like my bookshelf. I might include that as well and just make that one whole video. But other than that, again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day, a good night, wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.